Hey guys, what's up? It's me. So, I've been building some solar boxes, so we're going to review the one that I just built. It's a medium-sized box. We're out here trying to stay safe. It's a beautiful day out here, so let's get into this. So this is it. It is built in a 1610 Pelican case. It runs a 105 amp hour AGM Deca battery. We did paint the box two colors, black and then the orange, as you see. Went with that scheme and clear coated it. Turned out pretty nice. We designed the box to work in an upright feature and a lay down feature. It is a sealed AGM battery, so it can be in any orientation. Doesn't really affect it. So what do we have on the box? It does have the telescopic handle on the box, as well as latches and handles all the way around, multiple ways to transport and carry the box. You can kick it back, you can roll the box, you could collapse the handle on the box. The handle does go down. As you can see. So on the box, we have an SAE port. It is a 2-pin port for the solar in. We have a main power switch that works the USB port, which is a quantity of 2 3-amp USB chargers, and it has a voltmeter on it as well. On the other side, we have the 12-volt cigarette port. This is amped, a 15-amp fuse. But under that, we have one that is a 30 amp for higher current. And that has a resettable breaker on it. On the other side of the box, we have 2 terminals. They are brass terminals, positive and negative. And, as you can see, you can clamp alligator clips to those if you want. These unscrew and they're threaded. So you can also put eyelets on it. If you want to, wire a charger to that, if this isn't going to be too mobile, you could put alligator clips on it for a power inverter. So we designed the box to stand up like this. We went with the Renogy 10 amp PWM solar controller to charge the battery per solar. Fairly nice controller. It's not an MPPT, but we did receive our 20 amp MPPT, so we may swap that out, we may not. We'll have to see how we feel about it. But this controller, it gives you your volts, it gives you how many amps you're pulling in on the PV solar side, how many volts you're pulling in on the PV solar side. It gives you your battery temperature and how many kilowatt hours you've pulled in. As you can see right now, we're running 12.8. The temperature is 24 Celsius of the battery. No volts coming in on the solar, no amps coming in on the solar, and we've only pulled 0.5 kilowatts since we've hooked the controller up to the battery. In this orientation, we put a switch that will work the voltmeter so you can monitor the battery voltage. Sure, you can see it from here, but it's not a backlit display unless you've pushed a button. This is a nice blue LED that you can see from across the area. We also installed a switch, a light on it for multiple, uses. You could use it to work on something. If you have this in your tent, you can aim it up at the top. Or for ambient light to light your tent. Fairly bright work light. And we also designed this box to lay in another orientation. If you're in your tent, you have limited space. The box is also designed to lay flat, like so. Okay, now in this position, you could use it as a table. Got a little sun coming through here, through the trees, So in this position from across the area, you cannot really see what's going on. That, with the meters, you're still able to use the light, shine it up at the top of the tent. It's directional, multi-directional. So let's get into the box. We have the latches. It is an O-ring box, so it is watertight. Everything is sealed. We can open the box here. can see on the inside, plenty of room for accessories and storage in here. We have a wind turbine in here, some other accessories, a solar panel, and some other accessories here. We are running a 12 volt, 105 amp hour deep cycle Deca battery, like I said. It does have a cranking amp rating of 800 cold cranking amps, so we are able to use this to jump start a car. And we have the terminals. We're running all 6-gauge wire, which is jumper cable rated wire, to the positive and negative terminals that are on the outside. So we could actually jump a vehicle with this if we needed to. On the inside, everything is connected to the 30 amp breaker, the USB voltmeter, and the 15 amp 12 volt port. Everything is run in marine grade copper tinned high strand, high count strand wire. So, we didn't skimp on any of the wiring. We did add a disconnect, so we can isolate the whole box. So if it's in storage, it's not drawing any power. Okay, so let's fire the box up and I'll show you some of the features on the box. Now the box is hot. Everything is active. We can close it back up, lock it down. The box is locked back down now. Lock the top down. We'll stand it back up for the demonstration. Okay? So now the box is on. Again, we have the voltmeter in the front. You can see your voltage from across the campground, or across your tent or wherever, just to monitor the battery voltage. We have the light, which is a fairly bright light. It's multi-directional, so you can aim it at the tent, you can aim it at anything you want to aim it at. We have our solar controller. Now, the reason for the mounting on the top is in this location, you can see it just fine. But when it's laying down and you're using it as a table or whatever, you're coming out of the side for all your accessory ports. Okay? Everything is hot. When you power up, the dual USB 3 amp charger, that's each one is 3 amps, so you have 2 of them, and you can see your battery voltage. So if it is laying down in the other position, you can still keep an eye on what's going on with that. So solar, we have our solar in. We are running the Paxis. It is a 50 watt solar panel, super great solar panel. Opens up 4 panels to it. Pretty powerful thing. It's perfect for this. I mean, I could definitely run, it's a 10 amp controller. I could hook 100 watts to that. Plenty of accessories come with this. It's actually a pretty incredible box, to tell you the truth. Comes with the port connectors. Has the USB connector to it. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on with this box. See if we can't get this unhooked, and we'll hook up the solar and see what we can do with it. Okay, let's throw the solar panel out here in the sun a little bit. See if we can't pick up some sunshine. Bang, solar panel is out in the sun. Pull this wire right over. Bang, here we are, solar panel in the sun, 50 watts. We'll plug in our SAE connector right here, like so. Just a 2-pin connector, easy as pie, can't get easier than that. That plugged in. Now we'll hook the other end right up to our solar controller. Now we should be pulling solar. So let's see what we got. We are pulling 12.8 volts from the solar, 1.5 amps coming into the box. You can see it's charging. Yep, and 24 Celsius. The battery does have a temperature sensor coming off the controller, and that determines how the charge controller wants to charge the battery. You know, the hotter the battery, the less amps it's going to want to shove into it.